Tuesday. I'm wearing a nice comfortable poncho because it's a special day, a very special morning. First of all, I have the greatest movie, one of the greatest movies ever playing right now, and that is Employee of the Month, which is one of the funniest freaking movies ever, ever, with Dane Cook, Dak Shepard. Check it out, it's a funny freaking movie. That, and, hey, good morning, everybody. I'm wishing everybody a everlasting blessings of love, light, and good vibrations and good aura, no matter where you are, no matter where you come from, and all that good stuff. And, looks better. So, get your coffee, get your teas, get whatever you're gonna drink. Sit back and enjoy. So it's a very special day because me and my wife's, we renewed our vows today, which is just as important as getting married in the first place. You know, it goes on forever. And we renew our vows like every day, but you know, this is a more special one because it's just, each one is special in its own ways. Each one is special in its own ways. So that's beautiful. And with that being said, that means it's going to be more of a relaxed kind of day because, you know, especially, and week itself, because it's like you do a what's it called? You do your just married trip afterwards, you know. You go on your little vacation and stuff. You know, you just chill out, so that's why we're going to be just chilling out and stuff. Good Shepherd swag, holy fuck. What's it called? After you, the one who runs wild with wolves. Neil, remember that? Neil, the wolf runner, the one who runs wild with wolves. I just shout out to my buddy, one of my best friends from childhood. He's the one who runs wild with wolves. He's the wolf runner. Team Jacob. My friend Neil. You already know, bro. You guys, your family's my family, dude. I fucking love you guys, dude. We had Chipotle for the first time together. So many good stories. So many good stories. Dude, I want to talk about 2 stories today. And it's 2 stories about how it was probably the 2 of the most scariest moments of me, and like there was my friends, and it was in our friends' lives too, of our lives. Like, and it was back before I even went to, well, when I was younger. And I'll tell you about that. I want to say, after we renewed our vows, it's the simple things in life. Always remember, it's always the simple things in life. Like, simple drinks together with my wife, or whatever you guys do. It's the simple things. Simple things like, letting your beard grow out a little bit when you're a veteran in the Marine Corps, which is okay, Sammy. All you veterans, you know what I'm talking about, especially in the Marine. Corporal Dumsha, it's all good, dude. La Vida Loca, Corporal Love over here. I found a rosary as well yesterday. Well, I was given it at the church where I went to. Me and my wife got married. It's blue. It's beautiful. Yeah, I'll show you that close up. It's really gorgeous. It's already connected to the Moana heart, the ring, the Hail Mary. I gotta get it set up there. I don't want to mess it up. But it's beautiful. Blue. It's gorgeous. Got Mary on it. That's good because I kind of wanted another one because I had one in my car, but which I have to always, I would take in and out for religious folk out there. Rosary is a beautiful Hail Mary necklace, and it's for prayers and whatnot. And we use it ever since we were kids, of course. Being Christian and Catholic, go to St. J. Francis, getting married there, confirmed there, baptized there, all that stuff. My son's baptized there. I go there almost all the time. You know, it's my second home. Literally, I walk in and be like, home sweet home. You know, I'm one of God's #1 customers. You know, I was making a joke about that yesterday. Like when you walk into a church, it's like, and that's like, it feels like home. And no matter how you dress, you dress however, guys. You don't gotta always get all dolled up and pretty for you men. And you know, I know I like to look good too, wear polos and stuff or whatever. But depending on the time, it's church is church, especially. Come on, everybody's different. Just get to it. Put on shoes. Make sure you for your health. Put on shoes. Make sure you're clean. You know, try to. If you're not, then oh my God, please, it's okay. It's a church. Go in, however. Just make sure you have. Hopefully, you have clothes, pants, and shirt. That goes without being said, but that has to be resaid, like throughout time, throughout forever. Doesn't matter how you look. Real beauty's in the inside, first of all. If you gotta make a church, just go to church. Remember, it's no uniform or anything like that, guys. It's church, no matter what church. At least that's for my church. I don't want to talk about that too much. What we did, yeah. So it's the simple things like simple drinks after work with me for my wife. You know, with my wife, with my girl. You know. So after renewing the vows today, this morning at like 5:30 a.m. That's one thing that I said and I wrote down too for us to remember. Remember, baby, it's always. First of all, I'll take your last name. I don't give a shit. If you want to change it up or switch it up or switch our names up every now and then, shit, I'm yours. You know what I'm saying? That's because without saying like you're way above me, high above me, romantic stuff for real though. Like you were the mother, you're my wife. My Freckles, my Pink Ranger, you're the one who birthed our son, the one who I make love with. Yeah, my one and only. I'm your one and only. You're my superhero. You're my gorgeous, beautiful, bonita señorita. My Freckles, my cuddle bomb, my toodles, my babe, my hun, my best friend, my shawty, my twin flame. Hey, my divine feminine, my soulmate, my queen, my princess. I love you so much, forever and always until the end of time. Honeymoon, this place calls. Now it's like our honeymoon again. But that's one thing I wrote down. Seriously, babe, I love you. I wrote it down. Oh, Corinthians 13:4-8. You know, through sickness and through health, love is patient, love is kind. And of course, Jesus, God, and the angels are always ever present with us because we're married to them in our kingdom marriage. You being a kingdom mother and kingdom wife, and me being a kingdom husband and kingdom father. Doesn't matter even the last name or the names, man. Like, I'll take your name, last name. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's like the most trustworthy, noble, chivalrous, cool thing that you could do, honestly, I would say, for a man or a woman. So, especially nowadays, courageous. So, there you go. I'm just saying that on here. Once again, if you already knew, we already knew, but I wrote it down just to make it more sweet. As you can tell, my lamp is on. My wicks are trimmed and whatnot, and my oil is very potent. I had a pimple on my forehead because I'm so greasy. You know, I got a pimple on my ear, not even from the earring because I'm so greasy. It's a good thing. You know, it's grease, oil, etc., etc. Found my rosary. Thank you for the Lord. And I did want another rosary too because I had one in my car along with my dog tags. I keep my dog tags in there from the Marines. I think I have another one I gave like my wife. It's like, you know, I just got another one from the military gift shop. Not the gift shop, the military actually online. You know, the military, the PX. You know, you gotta get customized with your name and all that stuff. You have to actually be a veteran, of course, like me. Seriously, don't get it customized if you're not a real veteran. If you're, you know, well, whatever. I'm just saying that. I'm just saying stolen valor. Don't be false valor. That goes without saying. But I don't know. People have stuff messed with them, so it's all good. People have messed up stuff with them. Sorry. Okay, Corporal love. I'm just saying it confuses people. That's why it's confusing. It confuses people. Talk the talk and walk the walk, like me. You know, whatever. Any hoosers. Yeah, so I found the rosary. I really wanted another rosary, and then I looked down, and it's at a rose school. Doing my PT, doing my workout, I found it was beautiful, and I was like, oh my god. And I actually fit it on my head too. Like usually, because I need even another necklace with a crucifix on it would go along with my Moana and my Hail Mary, and it actually fit over my big noggin. So I was like, oh, score. No one was around. It was just there perfectly. I even went to the school and they said, no, that's no one's. No one wanted to cop it. You can have it. We want you to have it. Like, we know who you are, Sammy. We love you so much, and like, you deserve it. And like, it matches your color, your aura, the blue. You're Leo, right? And TMNT, I don't know. Star Wars. So I was like, thank you. I love you. And she was like, I love you too. And we started slow dancing right there in the office. It's beautiful, like Goofy, the Goofy movie. Everybody mambo. It's still the same. But yeah, that's perfect because now I got one for my car, our Phoenix, me and my wife's car, to bless it, and then we got one for just to carry around. And as you can tell, I am Christian. I am Catholic, yes, and it says that on my dog tags as well. Ever since, you know, we went to boot camp. I went to Sunday on Christmas. Christmas, yeah. I didn't go to boot camp during Christmas. I went during it was cold. Well, when I left, it was really cold. It was February, the coldest month. The sand fleas were still out. Well, they came out during this. They got warmer. Sand fleas. Marines know about that. Veterans. They're annoying, aren't they? And then I went, you know, of course, from February to May. It was really cold out, and then I got warmer. And then during MCT, I was in the hot freaking summertime. Oh my God, Camp Zoo, North Carolina, so effing hot. Excuse my French. From June to July to August, so hot. It was awesome though. I was getting some rad tans. And I stayed there for like 2 months. And then I went to Fort Lee, Virginia, to finish out my active duty phase. And then I went on to reservist, and well, you still would do active duty every now and then. Actually, you get activated a lot. It's hard. It's very hard. I'm glad I made the Corporal. Hoorah. Thank you, Gunny Sergeant. Thank you. Hoorah. On our courage, commitment, so FIDELIS. Corporal Dumsha. Forever thankful and humble. Then I went to Fort Lee, and that was during the fall time. During this time. Maybe that's why I'm talking about it now. See, during certain times and seasons, your body and brain and spirit remember that cool stuff and awesome stuff that are big in your life, and that's awesome to talk about it, and that's even more awesome, especially with I know who watch this, my demographic, fellow Marines, or veterans, friends, and family, loved ones, wifeys. Yeah, hoorah, honor, courage, commitment, SEMPER, FIDELIS. Thank you for your service, for whoever out there. With that being said, it's coffee for now. Don't drink and drive if you got some adult stuff in there. Have a good time, but not a damn good time. You already know. Marine Corps Ball is next month. Yep, November. And Veterans Day. Be careful. And happy early birthday to the Marine Corps. I'll catch you up with one next month too. I've been to 6 Marine Corps balls. Yeah, it's awesome. I love the Marine Corps balls, dude. The last one, yeah. First Marine Corps ball, I turned 13, man. I went with my good buddy. We went to boot camp together at the same time, but I went on February. No, he went first in January, then I went in February. So we were both 3rd Battalion, and then our other football buddy, who was a bit older from Northeast, Fogarty. I'll say the name's Pat, and the other one was David. I won't say the last name. No need to. You know who you are. We were all 3rd Battalion. We all came from the same recruit station. We all came from the same high school, on the same fucking football team. Excuse my French. Varsity. Yeah. Like he was a senior, and me and David were juniors. So that's pretty dope. And we all went a month apart from each other, so we all saw each other at the same time. That's actually really freaking cool. And then we even all went to the same Baltimore 4th CEB, 4th Command Engineer Battalion. Yep, in Baltimore, Essex. So I went to my first ball with them. They all went to this, I was a PFC, fresh out. I was thin as fuck. Excuse my French. Freaking 19. Fresh out. My first drill after MOS school in Virginia was the ball. So I went for free. It was pretty cool. But I paid for that in the next 5 years. So yeah, especially with my wifey. Those tickets are high up. You don't gotta talk about that. It's fine. It's all worth it. Oh goodness gracious, it's worth it. Family days too. Oh my God, with my wife and my family. Shout out, I love you guys. We've been to like 3. Me and my wife with 2. I was 3. And then our next ball, the next 4, me and my wife. So that's 5 total. Yeah. And that was all great, awesome, beautiful. But only because of her, Only because of her, baby. Marines, be a kiss ass to your wife. You'll thank me later. Only because of her, it was perfect. Be a gentleman, chivalrous. And then the last one I went to I graduated. I was a new father. Just became a father. Me and my beautiful, gorgeous wife, who is an angel. She's not dead. She's an angel on earth. Brother Bear. And I was a corporal. Got to go as a corporal for my last one. Just got, and I got promoted and I graduated college, all within a couple months, and had the Marine Corps ball. So it was a lot going on. So I only went for a little bit. Plus we had our little toddler, infant shit at the time. So, but that was still awesome. And it was my last one at that. Not only that unit, but total. As a corporal, I did my 6th and 7th for about 8 years. 8 years for the reservist contract. 1 year back to duty. And I was done. After that. I was done. I was complete. I finished my job. Hoorah! At 28. Now I'm 28. So happy. With that being said, happy early birthday to the Marine Corps. You know me, Corporal Dumsha. Early bird gets the worm. As my father always said, and it's true. Up and around. So be safe. Have a good time. Have a damn good time. Do everything ahead of time. Try not to wait till the last minute. That usually happens, especially for me. Wait till the last minute to get the tickets and all that shit. But we still have a great time. I don't even know what year it is, man. For the happy birthday. I need to look it up. I'll Google it after this. You know, what year birthday it is. 1775, Philadelphia. 200 and... I'll Google it. I don't feel like doing it right now. I got other stuff I want to talk about. So I found that beautiful rosary. And, yeah, it's the simple things. So after we knew the vows, one thing, I wrote that down. The simple things. Always to remember, you came first before. I mean, we have our son, of course, too. But we have our son, our children, and family, and friends, and whatnot. But always remember, me and my wife came first. Well, Jesus, of course, God. We were made through God. She made us married. He made us married together, forever and always, to the end time, or soul contracts, whatever you want to call it. That's a kind of a cool word, but it is like a job, and it is a job, but it's the funnest, best job in the world with your best friend. That's a lot. But I'm just saying, always remember the simple things, the chill things. And for just like me with this little laundry stick right here, whatever you want to call it, something to lean on. You know, I love you, babe. I know you're out fucking feeding the fish, and I love you so much, honey. Forever and always, until the end time. We will forever renew our vows, or whatever you want to do. Just let me know. Ow. I love you, baby. You can share my stuff. You ain't gotta give it back. We gonna share it. Love you. Yeah. Top that Magnum. Oh, rest in peace. That is because I wear my hats on. Pink Ranger. You can, Yellow Ranger too. You know, I know. Simple things in life, simple drinks, whatever you want to do with your, you know, for anyone out there, with your wife or girlfriend, or if you're a girl, your husband or boyfriend, or whatever you like. The simple things after work or at the end of the day, hanging out, watching a movie together, like we always would love to do. Night walks, evening walks. Two of the greatest, and that's that. Two of the greatest nights or days, you know, this past summer of 2022, for me and my wife, was just that. It was going on a night walk. Well, the first one was watching the sunset down at the beach at Pat's Pier. You know, pat yourselves in the back. Tuesday story time, right? Pat yourself, pass the athletic training, lift each other up. It was at, you know, that hill, one of the hills where we had a lot of kisses together. One of our kisses for July 4th and fireworks and all that good stuff, buddies and all that good stuff. And I was just watching the sunset, laying there together, drinking some wine. You know, and just watching the sunset. It's beautiful. Listening to a little bit of music during the summer. And then the other one was the same summer. That's what I'm talking about, this summer. And it was once again the simple things. A little bit of wine involved, of course. You know, we drink wine together. when the time is right. And I was just doing a night walk and just watching and looking at, it was night, midnight, well, around there, it was late, and the moon, full moon was up, and just stopping and looking at the moon together for like a long time, like an hour. It was gorgeous. It was like a 2 to 3 hour night walk. And just drinking a little bit of wine together and walk mixed with water. It was beautiful. So that's the small things itself, and that's always been us, man. We don't need to do crazy vacations. We don't need to buy a bunch of stupid stuff. We don't need these big old diamond golden rings. We don't need bling bling. We don't need. It's just literally the small things. All the small things forever, guys. Including family. No matter what. Be a loco. Cheeseburger. One of the best food places that we love too, including small things, is Ann's. Check out Ann's Subs near Marley Station Mall. The best sub place ever. Ann's near Marley Station Mall. Most delicious sub place ever. We need to get curtains in this, John. There are benefits. So that and China Bowl, same place, Marley Station Mall. You already know. It's fun facts for you. People in the area, Dirty Dino, Gun Dirty. Yeah, I know. Baltimore, Charm City. Thanks for this too, by the way. It's pretty dope. I feel like Zelda. Yeah, it's my wife's too. My son, I don't know. Lightsabers. I already went over that. So, okay, to end this off, kind of, to let you go on a Tuesday, have a great day and all that. I already read my Jesus is Calling. Bible verse for today, you guys can do whatever. I already said 1 Corinthians 13:4-8. And forever and always, Genesis 2:2:2. For the summer of 2022, and for what I'm talking about with the my kingdom marriage and my Eve to my Adam, so that only makes sense because I went out the house, when I was younger, for the man should go out the house, get his wife, did all that, et cetera, et cetera. That's renewing vows itself, refreshing each other's memory, seriously, or, we always remember, we're not like, but it just makes it easier to say it out loud, and it's good for us both. Just like saying, we love you, every now and then. Or a lot. Especially when, when there's wine involved. I get so lovey-dovey, oh my god. I'm already lovey-dovey. Alright, that's all my wife. Okay. The two things I want to say is like two of the scariest moments of our lives, because there's other people involved. And it was just, you think it would be stupid, but it's not. Because I'm going to take you back. It has nothing to do with violence, no drugs, no alcohol. I wasn't fighting overseas or anything. It was the simplest things that ended up being like really scary for us at the time. The first one was when we were like, I was a junior or senior, and I was the one who was driving. It was my first car that we bought ourselves before I got the Blue Blast. My blue 06 Nissan Sentra. It was a 99 green Ford Taurus. We nicknamed the Green Goblin because it was just green. It was cool. It's tight. It's fucking tight. I love that car. It was me, my best friend Schulte, and my other best friend, one of my best friends, Dev. And we went to see Project X. We were like juniors or seniors in high school, Northeast, and it was like late, and we had like sports the next day. We were tired, but we just wanted to go see Project X. So we went to go see Project X at Run-on Mills. It was a funny, great-ass movie. And we weren't used to driving the Run-on Mills. We were always used to driving locally because I just got my license. I was like 16 and 17, so like we were fresh drivers. I think they didn't drive yet or had their learners. I had like my learners, bro. We all remember that. Then not used to driving on highways, but I'm still a good driver. But just directions wise, that's why I'm glad I always have my wife as my co-pilot. She's the directions girl, baby. Because Sammy, I remember, babe, every time we would drive, it's like, I'm a good driver, but I'm not too good at directions. Like, I'm a good runner, I'm a good working out, not too good at directions, yeah, let me know where to go. As a young Aries man, there you go. Kind of a hard head, but in a good way. think everybody should be like that. A student. I'm Jacob. Any Hoosers, we didn't go locally to like the Murray Station or Hoyts this time, which is closer and more easier. It was Arundel Mills. We love Arundel Mills. That's like top. That's like the fucking spot. That's like the Egyptian place. It's dope. We love Arundel Mills. But I wasn't used to driving there when we got there. But when I took a wrong turn going home, so like, and it was about an hour. Dude, it was like 40 minutes in. I was just driving. I was vibing. I think they fell asleep, and I was like kind of falling asleep because we were athletes too. Like I was a four-sport athlete. I varsity in wrestling, football, lacrosse, on track, and I was a scholar athlete. And you know, we were healthy and stuff. We were just like, we were ready for bed and shit. We were still youngins. You know, we weren't even 21 yet or 18. I wasn't in the Marines yet. And they were falling asleep, and then I was just like, yo, I woke them up. The music was kind of playing too. It was like relaxing, so I turned the music down. That's when you know something's up, when Sammy, you know, turned this music off. John, you know, well back in the day, because I always had my music going, not blasted, just going. You know, I never blast my music because that's rude. But I would put out a good, you know, for parties, for everything. I'll put out for my headphones. I'll put out a good, you know, volume level, balance. It's just like, guys, I have no idea what the fuck we are. Everybody, all three of our hearts like dropped because we didn't have iPhones yet. That's why. That is exactly why. Because we had the flip up phones. We didn't have any directions printed out, and our parents like were probably already sleeping. We had older parents. Well, sorry, you know, we were youngins. They weren't worried about us, to say the least, because you know they were tired, and we were tired too. Obviously, the streets were empty. The highway, it was a highway, that too. And like it was said, like I think it was sign saying Washington D.C. And we were just like, I was like, we took the wrong turn. I have no idea where we are. It wasn't funny at the time. We were not smiling. We were, and no one was answering their phones. And all three of us, our hearts were like in our fucking chest. We were like, all three of us like were like shaking and shit. And then finally, like my dad is the one who like finally answered. I'm pretty sure one of our parents, you know, all of our parents cared and loved for us. One of them answered finally, and we found our way home through that. It was an easy fix too, but we were frozen in a car, like, because we had no idea where the fuck we were in a highway. I don't care what they say. They will tell you the truth. That was one of the scariest moments of our lives. And even getting home, we were just like, holy shit, all right, man, see you in school tomorrow. You know, we were just like startled. True story. And the other one, real quick, I don't know why I'm sharing this. I guess kind of like the replacements. It's good to share like scary moments in your life and it could be anything like that, you know. And the other one, you know, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not afraid of anyone. You know, a redneck, a hick, a bully, an alcoholic, a fucking fake gangster, I'm not afraid of any of you. You guys ain't gonna do shit to me. I'm not afraid of the devil or demon. I'm not afraid of any of that stupid dark shit. I'm not afraid of juju. I'm afraid of physical shit, like that evening right there. Like we were lost for a little bit, literally. But of course we solved it, and it was scary. Yeah. It was scary. It would be scary for any young teenager, boy or girl. But yeah, that's the truth. That's Sammy D. That's my scares. I'm not scared of football. You know, I'm not scared of the Marines. I'm not scared of doing hard work and training and busting my back. I'm not scared of talking to the hottest, prettiest girl and wifing her up because I did. You know, I'm not scared of being a great father and stuff. I'm not scared of God. I love God. God loves me. But that's what I am. True story. And then the second one is real quick. This one was fucking stupid, man, because we were like drinking a little bit too, not driving, but we went to an old, I don't know if any of you guys do this, but we would go, don't do it. We would go to like old abandoned places during Halloween time. I'm not going to say the names of it, but they're old abandoned hospitals and shit that were supposed to be like haunted. And me and my one of my best friends, I'm not gonna say names for this one, and our girl, our friend, like a friend that is a girl, and we went to this place. We've done it before. It was fun, but this time we got lost in this. We didn't do anything bad or anything. It's not illegal or anything. It's just us doing investigating. We used to really like to show ghost adventures. Around the same age, once again. You know, teenagers. late once again, but this time we didn't get the parents involved because I think we actually were freshmen in college, so like we were kind of like, oh, we don't need them. You know how it is in college. Yeah, we're college. We're in early college or sophomore, freshmen and sophomores around there, early 20s, very early 20s. We got lost in a big freaking thicket, a jungle of thorns. I'm not gonna say where the place was, and I Google mapped it later, and it was ongoing. We could have been lost in there. Like, you could have died in there, especially when it was late and kind of cold. Every inch was a big thorn, and it was like hell. Like, if hell was a place, that was it. We had our iPhones, we couldn't do shit with it because we would turn the light and we couldn't see over it. It was me, and we were getting scratched up and fucked up. And finally, we had what saved us after about 30 minutes in this, or 40 minutes. It was scratching our legs, dude. We got out of it, and we were like, blood from the thorns. That's how bad it was. That's no joke, guys. That's worse than the driving thing. There's nothing you can do, really. Not to mention food and water. Like, and I looked it up and Googled it, and there was actually like a big bump. Well, we would have eventually made it, but we wouldn't be able to truck through it. It was thorns, man. And I'm like a young top athlete jock too. It don't matter who you are. It don't matter what you look like. That's scary for anybody, man. Could you imagine that? Try to sit there and imagine that, man. We all work together though, man. One of my friends was kind of losing his head. I was the one keep calming down the girl and keeping her cool, and she was doing the same with me, like comforting each other and working our way through it. My other friend was just, he admitted, dude, you were losing your shit. He lost his shit, kind of, but we calmed him down together. And like me and the girl, like we were like the mommy and the daddy in the situation, you know. And we calmed him down. You admit it, you know, it's true, buddy. And finally, luckily we had our see, in this situation we had our phones. And the last one we could have solved it with iPhone GPS, right? But it was back then, and we didn't have those yet. That's why it was so hard. It was like home phone shit, you know, back in the day when you use that kind of shit. Flip ups, razors, phones, all that good slide up phones. You know what I'm talking about, millennials. Never forget where you came from, DGK. Yeah, man. And this one was just fucking. I'm laughing about it now. I remember showering afterwards and having scratches everywhere, dog. And just telling my wife she was home and was like, babe, I kind of like had one of the scariest moments of my life, and I just need some sleep. And she's like, all right. She's already sleeping and shit, and heaven is like, I know you're good, Sam. Not dead in heaven, you know what I'm saying? All right. But we made it through. But luckily, you know how? Because we've got our shit together, and one of us did agree to call the emergency number. Because we would need a chopper, because that's the only way they could see us. That's how high up too, the thorns. But luckily, they would have done that, but it didn't get to that, because luckily they just shined their bright fucking lights, like the squad car or whoever it was, to help us. And then we still had to truck our way through, and we made it through just with the shining lights. So thank you for whoever you are out there, remember, for saving us that night. Luckily, it didn't have a chopper. If we wouldn't have saw it, if it was just like, if we were like a little bit off, we wouldn't have saw those lights, and they would have to do a chopper, and like that's how that would have happened. Honestly, that's how bad it was. Because I Google mapped it later, and they said, yeah, even the guys who did, they were like, yeah, that's some serious shit. Just one little wrong turn. Some good Halloween stories for you that are true. So I said, I walked the walk and talk the dog. I've been around. We used to do those, not all the time, but you know, explorers. We're explorers, like Dora, you know, abandoned places and stuff. Just want to share that for today's little friendly entrepreneur video. A different one for today, right? October feeling, because it's colder out, you know. See how the seasons kind of change, and like stories and everything change. I got a lot of it, baby. Yeah. That being said, namaste. People I'm thankful for, my beautiful wife, gorgeous paint ranger. The people who are in those situations with me and still are to this day. I love you guys so much. I know you guys watch these. Come on now. You guys are always connected to me. I'm always connected to you. In a good way. Take care of your peers, P-I-E-R-S and P-E-R-S. If you say things you don't mean, it's all good. Everybody does. Say sorry. Wait a little bit of time. Let it float. Rookie of the year. Man, true friends stay forever. And that's one thing that I've learned in my 28 years young. And true romantic relationships last forever. Oh yeah. I mean, we just renewed our vows. Obviously, we're doing as good as ever. And that's forever and always until the end of time. I love you so much. Yeah, have a great week, my son. Oh, and my son, of course, and my, Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and myself, and my dog, and my family, and my loved ones. If you don't think I'm thankful for you or love you, then I'm especially thankful for, and I especially love you. Love yourself as Jesus loves you. And that's a wrap on me. That's a wrap for this one. I'm gonna do my thing today. Coffee done. Dude, I need to drink a little bit of water after this little speech here session. All right. Yeah. I love you all so much. Have a good one. Never give in. Never give up. Let loose. Live free. Not the biggest. Not the baddest. Not the strongest. Not the fastest. But we the hungriest. We gonna eat. Hey, blessings to you and yours forever and always until the end of time. And take it easy. Remember, it's always the simple things. Simple things in life that are the best. And we all go through shit like that. No matter what does happen in my life. I've been through Marine Corps training too. So, like, yeah, I'm good. But shit like that could happen on the civilian side too, man. That's the scariest. Because that's not coordinated and stuff. You know, that's not work. So be careful whoever you are out there too. You youngins. And notice what was similar about those two events. We were youngins. Yep. Could have happened any other way. Could have died or something. Who knows what could have happened, man. Yeah. Especially in a different city, even though it was a little bit different, a little 20 minutes, 30 minutes out. Yeah. Be careful with what you do, man. We were both events 17, 18 years old. So for my sisters out there, my youngest sister, be careful. And that's going up, and then like 20, 21 years old. So those are two events that could have been a fellow brother or sister lost, you know, kidnapped, died, or whatever. I know it sounds really morbid, but it's true, man. I'm a father. Be careful. Keep everybody connected and in the loop. Alright? Stay warm. Stay smart. That means stay wise, right? Yeah. And I'm thankful. I'd be thankful. I'm thankful for God. I'm thankful for my friends. I'm thankful for... We only literally came out with a little bit of scratches from stupid thorns, and we got the hygiene that evening and stuff. And sleep, and I got to fucking talk to my wife again. You know, seriously. Because we had no connection out there, too. We barely got some connection. Yep. It was like a bar. And then we got the call, the emergency hotline. Thank God. I could have never fucking talked to my beautiful, gorgeous wife again. She's never had our son. Oh God, I'm about to cry. Sorry. See, I don't want to think about that. Oh my God. Everything happens for a reason. We're here for a reason. I'm here for a reason. You're here for a reason. There you go. And the great wise words of my oldest sister, Shannon. Everything happens for a reason. Love you, sister. Have a good one, everybody. Out here. Here's your stuff. Here's your stick.